Hi guys, welcome back. Andy Golf, my dad. So, little stats day today. Not doing a full production course vlog this week, but I have actually got an afternoon off. So I've drove 50 minutes again to here at Derby Golf Course. I'm going to dot around a few holes, got the wheels for the day. And there's one thing I don't do, probably because I don't play enough of the 18 holes, but one I should really do is track my stats. So if you track your stats, let me know what do you use, strokes gained. It's something with my maths background and my OCD in terms of data as well, so I should be checking more of. So today I'm gonna dot around, hopefully get around 18 holes, but I'm just gonna have to dodge in and around people who are out on the course. But I'm gonna use a Hole19, it's one of the most popular videos on my channel. Still only got the free version, so the only stats I can check on here is driving accuracy, so fairways hit, greens in regulation, putting stats, and my recovery performance in terms of my short game. So we're gonna play some holes, I'm gonna play, relax, not gonna go film all the holes out there. So we'll check in every 6 holes-ish, hopefully, see how the round is going, see how the swing is feeling. Body's a little bit aching, but hopefully we can get it round. The wind's actually just started to pick up, it's gusting at about 20 miles an hour. So stats, I definitely should be looking more, and it's something I might do over this year. Definitely wanna have a look at the stroke gains. So stats, we'll chat in and out of this round, and at the end of the round, have a little recce on these stats, how I've done, see if I managed to get the 18 holes in around here, hopefully. But we've got the wheels for the day, guys, so stats, let's go and have some fun. so a little check-in after 6 holes. Hope you can hear okay. I've took the mic off now, but hopefully the sound is okay. So I'll just put this hole in. So if you've not used Hole19 before, I'm sure you've used Stats or different apps before. So I'll just pop this in. Unfortunately, another bogey there. So we've got total strokes. Putts was 2. Fairways, just right fringe, but we'll talk about in a bit. And that is the score inputted. So 6 holes here, gotta say my body is not feeling great, feeling a little bit out of sync on the backswing for me. So this is where good stats help free afterwards. Obviously I have to understand how my body's worked on that day. The stats on here, kind of limited. So as I said, my back takeaway is what I'm working on. And for me, it just feels a little out of sync. I'm working on the logo down, but I feel like I'm not folding my right arm, but enough technical stuff. At least I can feel it out on the course and I can try and figure it out as I go along. So I understand quite a bit through from there. So let's have a look if it can see the stats as we go along on here. And obviously the wind has been getting up on here. So 2 bogeys, you can see the fairways hit and the ones where I've just missed the fairway. Come on, stats. This will be easier. We'll have a proper check-in afterwards as well. So on here, obviously we do fairways left, fairways right. Obviously with stats, we want to try and get it down the course as far as we can. I've not actually been hitting driver today. Body's feeling a bit achy. The wind's up, really firm bouncing conditions out here. So I've left myself a couple of tough shots out there, like on the last hole there. Still had about 230 into the wind, did hit the hybrid well. Also, I've got to get my bag sorted out. At the moment, I've my biggest or my longest club apart from the driver is my 24-degree UT. So I've got a massive gap. So I've got to get the 21-degree glued back on. Look at something like a 7-wood as well. So this is where the stats in fairway misses. I've missed a couple of fairways just by 2 yards. And I'm only in the really like semi-rough. So I'm not too concerned with that. The short game, the bunker shot you saw. There's a lot of sand in these bunkers, which is fine. I have to do my little release free down groovy style. But the problem with the bunker shot I had there was sand behind the ball, so I couldn't let the club release as much as I wanted to. But in terms of the stats, if I get more and more of these stats, I can see where my misses are. Am I missing more left? Am I missing more right? Greening regulations, one I could definitely improve. Actually not too bad today to say I'm quite further back off the tee, but this is where with the stats I'd probably like to go more in depth in terms of the distances, the strokes gained, where I'm losing it to other scratch players against the PGA benchmarkers. So I think it's definitely I'm going to have a look at. So 6 holes in, 2 over par. We are fighting the swing today, but the short game feels okay. This is where hopefully the golf IQ can help me get around when the body's not feeling as well, but we can still shoot an okay score. So we'll see how we go anyway. Front 9 here, definitely a bit tighter and it's definitely firmer conditions. Greens just starting to improve, but still a little bit bobbly, so it is tricky putting out there. So it's going to be tough to hole many putts, but let's crack on. Next 6 hole, guys. Right guys, another 7 holes done. Definitely one of those days I'm not feeling good, just trying to get that ball round. My sequencing, my big fault is in my takeaway, and I'm dreading seeing this on camera with, I know I'm taking it massively on the inside. I'm out of sync. The feel where I'm working on with the glove down, folding the elbow, gotta go and do a little bit of tidy up on that, because I know I'm not gonna like what I see on camera. But we're getting it round there. The back 9 here opens up a little bit. Managed to birdie the 10th using the little driver peg down, and we've got a couple of par 3s. We've just gone par 5, just missed that birdie chance. So I think, right, scorecard, right, so 2 over front 9. As I said, managed to birdie on that. We've got green in regs. Definitely going to be easier to look. So I'll tell you what guys, when we finish, right guys, so we've got the last 5 holes. Let's see if I can keep getting this ball round when the body is not feeling good. It's a big thing for me. I've not been in the gym for the past 4 or 5 days now. Family commitments, as a lot of you with work and family, definitely getting in the way. Not been doing as much on my daily mobility, which I keep preaching everyone should do. So I've got to go and do that. I know when I'm tight in my lower back, tight up here in my scapula, that is one of the regions I get the flying elbow. Don't get the things up, but we'll talk about that another day. But main thing, I've got to keep hitting that mobility work. So we'll go finish the 5 holes, see if we can scramble it around somewhere around level par. The swing definitely don't deserve to be anywhere near level par, but the IQ, short game, we're okay. 5 holes to go guys, then we'll have a good little roundup and we'll check those stats fully. Right, let's go. Right guys, back in the car, debrief time. So 18 holes done here at Derby Golf Course. So in terms of the stats, got a little screen record. We're looking at driving accuracy. So fairways hit 30%, 46% left, 23% right. Got to get my eyes sorted as well. Greens in reg, 66.7%. Scoring, this is probably the difference between a lower handicap and a mid to high, in that I definitely was not feeling great out there. The swing was feeling horrendous. Very little, I was struggling with my rotation, which was leading me to inside takeaways and much more. But I managed to keep the big numbers off the scorecard, and that's the big difference. I managed to get a couple of birdies on the back nine, but I managed to keep the big numbers. So when I got out of position, which was quite a few times today, I took off the double bogeys off the scorecard or worse, and that's the big difference when we're looking for a score and the body's not feeling great, the swing's not feeling great, or even if you want to shoot a good score, it's all about keeping those big numbers off. So scores to par, and then we got put in 1.7. Recovery performance, up and down, 75%, but some of those, this is where some of the stats can be a little misleading, where I've just missed the green, so I'm literally putting off the fringe, but that's classed as up and down. We've got scrambling, sand saves. In my short game, always feel pretty confident with the short game, even when today, definitely struggling. Sometimes I do struggle to take the club away at times. Gets kind of little yipsy, but I don't want to mention that word. Then it gets me out of sequence, but my short game, always have a good feel on there. The new releases, really following Dan's releases the past couple of years, that's definitely helped. So they're the main stats on here. I think if I'm going to go play, I don't play much competitive golf at all really, but I think I'd really like to dive into like the strokes gained. So as we see from the fairways hit, I'm not too concerned with the fairway hit. I'm more interested in the distance down the hole, as long as those misses and the fairway misses are in play and not causing me to reload, go out of bounds. That's where the smartness comes in. I think that's where the stroke gains would help on there also. So I think I need to have a little dive into the stroke gains. Obviously, if I'm having to reload, I'm having out of bounds shots. That's where I really have to look at the fairway misses, where I'm missing more left and right. I definitely missing more to the left today is when I take my inside takeaway. I've not got enough body rotation, so I come a little bit over the top, get steep, club face is shut, starts left, goes left on there. But I figured that, especially on the last hole on the 18, really felt a better takeaway, better rotation, ripped that. There's only a 6 iron, I think, as well, to about 220 yards, so just missed short. So there we go, 30 putts. Let's have a look. Can we get back to the scorecard? View scorecard. So there we go. So out in 2 over and managed to get 2 birdies on the way back. All right, let's save that. Finish round. Save. Jobs are good and save that one. Right guys, so that's the stats saved on there on the Hole19. Let me know what app do you use? Do you track your stats? The Hole19 has been one of the most popular videos, so I might have to reach out to Hole19, see if I can get the pro version for all the publicity and the views. I think one of my videos up to about 35,000 views on the review. I'm definitely going to have a look at the stroke gains. I've got to get back to chasing that speed. I'm feeling slower when I'm not doing my gym and mobility work as much. 45, as I keep saying on some of the videos, the speed is just starting to creep down, which I'm not going to let it go. I'm going to get that speed back up. So gonna go get back into that speed training, and when I'm feeling flexible, fast and strong, it really does help me take away that inside takeaway and all the nasty things which I know I'm going to see on camera when I get back home. But this is Derby Golf Club, guys. Right guys, had a little flick over, just ran out of storage on the action camera, so I'm going to head home. This was Derby Golf Club. If you've not checked it out, come check it down. Link Golf UK here this year. Really enjoy it. It's worth the 50-55 minute drive for me to come down, but I want to get home now. I've got about an hour and a half before the boy gets to bed, so I want to get home, make sure I see him before. Golf vlogs, definitely going to keep ramping them up, but I am looking for some channel sponsors to help with the course vlogs, to put all that time and effort. Hopefully can get in a couple of channel sponsors for local businesses to put eyes on there, getting the views now. If you are interested, you got a little business you want to show, especially for local businesses, I'm really publicising on the vlogs the local Derbyshire and surrounding areas. If you're a local business this area, reach out guys and we can have a chat and take it from there. But now, gonna head back down the motorway, up north, back home, go see the boy, and I'm definitely getting in that gym tomorrow, getting that mobility back and getting back rid of that inside takeaway, guys. All right, I hope you enjoyed that. Full vlog's back soon and we'll speak to you soon. Cheers guys.